But we do believe that public housing should be safe. We believe that, and that's our conviction. A safe community starts with safe housing. If the housing is safe, the community is safe. And we want to take good care of the most vulnerable people in our country. And that means making sure that residents in HUD-funded housing can live their lives in peace and security, free from the horrors of violent crime. That's why HUD today we're announcing a new HUD crime hotline to allow the residents of public housing to call the HUD office of the Inspector General, the OIG, to report criminals, illegal aliens, sex offenders, human traffickers, and those guilty of gang activity, drug distribution, and fraud. We're spearheading this hotline right here for the residents of Memphis, Tennessee. This crime hotline is the latest in a series of action HUD has taken to help the American cities and neighborhoods be safe, including of those who live in HUD-funded housing.
I love this. I love this. It's okay to snitch now. It's okay to snitch. You know, I felt like I talked about this before. This is one of the smartest things. You got to involve the people. There's a lot of people out there that don't like that there's illegal immigrants. They don't like that there's people out there abusing the system. They don't like that they can't get a job because when they go get a job, there's illegal immigrants working there. They don't like that. So now this gives the people the opportunity to tell and let the government do their thing. Eventually, the government was going to need help from the people. And I believe this hotline is going to be blowing up. The hotline is 1-866-DHS-2-ICE, also written as 1-866-347-2423. Man, if you see any illegal activity, if you know employers, it's time to snitch, because it's taken away from the American people. If you got people in these housing that's HUD and everything, and you know they're illegals and they using somebody else so the illegals can be up in there, it's time to snitch. This is the best time to snitch. We got to start telling on people doing wrong, and you could do it in the comforts of your own home. You can call, you can email. It's amazing. I knew that eventually they was going to involve the people. And then when they want to start ramping up, what you think they're going to do? It's going to be cash rewards. It's going to be a job now to snitch. And there's a lot of y'all that can snitch. There's a lot of y'all that can be investigators because y'all do it on social media. You might as well get a bag. I believe they're going to start coming out and start saying we're going to give people a bag. You're going to be our professional snitcher. You're going to find everything, and we're going to go in there after you verify. I love it, man, because you know why? And this is what I always used to say for the illegal immigrants. So you have people that's illegal, or you have people like I do the trucking and stuff like that. We talk about like CDLs. You got people upset that's on DACA, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But what I say to them is this. Oh, it's not fair and this and that. Okay, it's not fair. All right, cool. Well, why aren't you helping? How are you showing that you are pledging allegiance to America? You ain't going to the government telling them where the spots is at. How are you showing that you with us? This is your opportunity to show the government that you with us. Do y'all not know y'all can get y'all citizenship probably if you know how to negotiate, if you show the government, you tell them about the things that you already know? We got to start having these people, man, especially the people that are here from different countries on certain programs and visa, blah, blah, blah. That's great. We got to start seeing where your allegiance is at. Who are you with? Are you with the USA or are you with your country? Because a lot of y'all more with y'all country than y'all with the USA. Y'all quick to call the USA this and that, but y'all want to be in America, and y'all in America, but y'all still talk shit about America. So I love this, though. I love the fact that if you're an American citizen, you see wrong, you already know what is up. Because usually people in the neighborhood know where the bad spots is at. Usually people in the neighborhood know where the illegals is at. They already done hit the Home Depots. They already done hit all type of spots in Cali. They done hit all the spots in Memphis. They hitting everywhere. But they know there's more people out there that's here illegally or doing the system wrong, overstaying their visa, all of that. So this is why I love this hotline. This is great. Now you can be a part of cleaning up the country. It's okay to snitch, man, if it's helping you out. I don't care what nobody say. But this is how you help the government and you do it in the comforts of your own home. There's nothing wrong with this, man. We as Americans have to stand up for ourselves. We have to stand up for our country. We have to be patriots. And there's different ways you could be patriots, but what's happening is the effect of undocumented immigrants, illegal immigrants, people that overstay, asylum seekers, all these things that's doing things the wrong way. They are the ones getting the opportunities. They're the ones getting the jobs because they work for nothing. They're the ones that get the funding from the state. They're the ones that are getting ahead in front of Americans and making Americans or young Americans feel like it's hopeless for them because they're the ones getting everything. That's why it's wrong. All we're doing right now is protecting the next generation. All we're doing right now is making sure the next generation coming up, they have the opportunities and they're not getting shunned because they're American. Why aren't Americans more ahead than people that's from different countries? Why? It's because they're getting all the money. They're getting all the help. But a person could be working and maybe they don't make a whole lot, but they can't even get on food stamps because they work. They can't even get a little bit of help. But a person could be from a different country, come here, have kids, even though they're undocumented, but the kids are American citizens because of birthright citizenship, and they get all the benefits. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The rules aren't written for Americans. They're written for them. But I love having a hotline to where people can be like, you know what? There's a lot of undercover patriots. There's a lot of people that feel the same way that I feel, but they can't come out and say this because of their job, because of what they do, because of who they're around. But you can do this in the comforts of your own home and nobody will know. It's amazing. That gives you the power. I just hope that the American citizens use this, and I believe they will, because there's a lot of people that have the same feelings as me, but they're not in a position to be able to talk about this freely because of the jobs, because of the corporate. Oh, you can't say that. We're going to fire you. Free speech is kind of jacked up when corporations are firing you because you just tell them how you really feel and how affectionate you are about your country. You can't say certain things. I can't talk about transgenders because I'm going to get fired. I can't talk about illegal immigrants because I'm going to get fired. You see what I'm saying? But this gives you the opportunity to be in your home. If you know something, if you see something, report it. We can start being our own police. What I really want, I'm telling you, what I really want them to do is, I know they're going to do it. I have a feeling, I don't know exactly, but I have a feeling that they will do it. They're going to start putting a reward on that thing. We're going to give everybody $2,000, $2,500. If you give us somebody, we catch at least 10, $2,500. There's going to be people that's going to be professional snitchers. We don't just need that in Memphis. We need that everywhere. Because people know where the spots is where the illegal immigrants at. People know of people being here illegally, and they know that businesses are using illegal people. That's the problem. So the people using, I think there was a plumber, I believe out of Michigan, not 100% sure, I'll do more research. But I think the plumber and his wife or whatever, they going to jail because they had illegal immigrants and they were using them as workers. Like, yeah, you should go to jail for that. Because you're contributing to the problem. You're the one giving the money instead of just paying people. So what we're doing in America is a big cleanup. It's a big cleanup, and I love it. I really love that we're having this huge cleanup. We're getting rid of all the fraud, getting rid of all the waste. We're getting rid of all the people that shouldn't be here that are just taking. We're getting rid of Americans that ain't being loyal to the soil because they're not hiring Americans. They're hiring undocumented people. We're getting rid of the fake. This is why I feel like 2026 is going to be great for Americans, period. I used to always say this for trucking, and I still believe that. But I believe in Americans, period. We're going to have our babies going to be able to come up and be able to get jobs, be able to get internships, not feel like the minority. I'm tired of us feeling like the minority. Americans in America should not feel like the minority. We should feel like the majority. We should get more things. We should get more opportunities than anybody else that's outside of this country. You can't tell me no different. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate your support. You know there's no fluff over here. But as always, we're going to keep this thing rocking.